stress the fucking day to day, how you're gonna come. And there's others who just, they have money that said, you know what, I'm just gonna come and live here, have nobody tell me not to worry about it. It's a lot of stress, especially the raising. So there's different things from everybody. And it's the thing is that people go and judge individuals and say, oh, look at that. You see, that's the problem in society. You're too busy looking at the outside and you don't have no clue. At the end of the day, have you walked, in their footsteps? And then for somebody to turn around and cast a stone and say, you this, you built, don't do that.
So
that's the problem we have.
I was just gonna say that I ran into my local politician and there's a guy who lives at our train station who's chronic. He's been living there for years in squalor and filth, and he's an alcoholic. He doesn't speak English. He speaks Polish. But I told the local politician, "Can you get this guy a single room occupancy? Can we get him out of here? He's been here for years. Can't we get him a set of keys to a small studio apartment somewhere in the neighborhood that you have the power over?" You know what his response to me was? "Have you ever helped a homeless person?" And I said, "Yes, I bought a homeless person an RV and they lived in it for many years until they got subsidized housing." So, he just laughed at me and walked away, and that was the end of it. And so my point is, if you think about, I don't know why, anyways, basically, if you study, Christ and, the foot washing ceremony, washing people's feet, I'm not advocating that people become Christians. I'm just merely saying that the foot washing ceremony is something that you can do with people in the real world today. And when you wash somebody's feet, and you look at how disgusting and dirty people's feet are, and the act of love that it takes to wash somebody's feet, it's not really sexual and it's not manipulative. It's an act of humility and love. It's a weird symbolic thing to do. I've never personally washed anybody's feet, who are homeless, but you could bring them baby wipes and say, and you can talk to them as if it's because they need Clubhouse. Believe me, homeless people desperately need Clubhouse because they need talk therapy most of all. They're not communicative most of the time, and they're suffering from extreme mental health disasters. So I'm just merely bringing up the homeless crisis because it's rampant now. There are streets are filled with tents here in Chicago. Police stations. The city of Chicago has taken in probably close to 100,000 homeless refugee migrants in the past, year and a half. So, Reboino Shaloiloim. Hi, Matt. Welcome to the Source of Joy.
Where I'm at, they're getting all the homeless people's private information and they're using it to get grants. And they'd be waiting a year to 2 years to get a new place. And there's so many empty homes, that can take Section 8, but none of them get onto the list. But you go there for help, they'll tell you they can't help you. They can only help you at night. And even then, the shelters fill up. So then you just be sleeping outside. But the fucked up thing is that they're using their private information to get grant money, and they're never going to see any of that money that's supposed to get them an apartment, a hotel, a department.
Well, they already gave. We have the people that came in, and they're giving them more than $2,000, but you don't want to give individuals that are on the street, but you want to give individuals, take from somebody else's problem, make it our problem, and now you're giving these individuals. You raise the taxes, and you're raising everything else. Now you're making it hard so people go on the street, but then you want to bring more problems into our damn U.S. borders. And I feel bad for these people because they've been brainwashed at the end of the day, or they got, there's some that are coming in for that, and some mixed in within the herd that have different agendas. But they imagine giving each individual $2,000. If you're going to be giving out fucking money, give people $2,000, a fucking credit card, y'all better start giving me my fucking check too. Like, goddamn, you taking up fucking taxes and shit that I bust my ass every fucking day, and you want to give it like it's fucking water.
Make it pop. You make a good point when you say that we look at the homeless population as all identical, all the same. But you're right. There's a percentage of the homeless population that is very happy and content being totally outside of the system and living on the streets, in tents, etc. Like you could call it glamping in major cities. I myself became semi-quasi homeless. I lived in Los Angeles. I had a $1,400 a month, 1-bedroom apartment, going to $1,500-1,600 a month, and I bought an RV in Marina Del Rey for $4,000. And you didn't even have to have insurance on this thing. I parked it in front of multi-million-dollar homes. I parked it in front of the Beverly Hills fanciest gym. I was now living on the streets in an RV for free. And I had an expensive gym membership at $200 a month. So I had a luxury shower, luxury spa, luxury gym, cafe. That's glamping. But not everybody can even do that. That's extremely complicated to do.
They have a lot of land. They have a lot of land, right? How come people that have a lot of land, right, have little huts, have whatever it is, and have, make the natural elements of this, whatever it is, water, whatever. You can live on like the way it did before. I mean, come on, people. You can't say there's not enough land. Why? Because they're trying to build these smart cities, do all this shit. We got enough stuff. It's just they want to control every single aspect of it. And they're raising taxes, they're raising every single little thing. They're making it difficult for a lot of individuals. That's all I hear when every individual will call it work. Everybody is non-stop. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, what the hell's going on? And it's like mothers, they're just basically trying to stabilize. There's fathers are like, I don't know. He's like, I don't know where to run. He's like, I don't know what to do. And then you hear a lot of individuals calling from California. It's California, like literally, their rent is crazy. And the bills that they have to pay, people can't maintain. They're losing their jobs. I just heard, how many call after call, I got a lot of individuals losing their job. And they're like, I don't know what I'm going to do. And all this savings. So just imagine, if they raise, since they're already raising it to the highest, right? Food, water, everything else, right? Then they're shutting businesses down.
And jobs are transferring too, because cities, the crimes are so epidemic, major corporations are fleeing cities like Chicago, and all those people will lose their job if they do not go and relocate.
Yes, and with the AI, don't even keep in mind that the AI is going to come in with, AI is such a beautiful thing. No. This is the same thing that individuals will lose everything they have. And then keep in mind, once they start doing that,
Make it pop. I hate to interrupt, but I've got to run. I'm going to do a resume training session for anybody who needs help writing resumes. I'm doing that right now from 12 to 1 o'clock. So God bless everybody. I hope the source of joy is with you all. Okay, everybody, I'm going to create a new room on resume building. I'm about to join a resume session, so hope everybody's with the source of joy, more so now than ever. Raboy Shalom.
Planning your resume, and I'm sure everybody's written one. You've got skills that the employer or new job wants. Your skills won't get you the job if nobody knows what they are, though. Your resume, application, and cover letters should broadcast those abilities that you have. They should tell your employers about your qualifications that match the job responsibilities to the job that you're applying for. And that is all critical for you to land the job that you're looking